anybody else get those in middle school?
It's public schools here.
No match.
Jordan, you mean those tapes they needed out of Chick-fil-A?
Maybe that.
We were like where the red fern grows and stuff like that.
All right, well, here's
I heard that, but
my
that's
own
good.
coming of age story. Here's my own coming of age story. I wrote it over this past year during clinics. I got bored saying the same thing over and over again, so I wrote a narrative. And it's called The Little Red-Headed Boy Who Spooned Another Man and Lost It All. All right? It started, a little red-headed boy was a sophomore in college, and he thought he could win an NCAA title. Okay? And then in the quarterfinals, he matches up with a guy named Gregor Gillespie, who's a big bad dude with like 20 tattoos. And the little red-headed boy had to get through Gregor Gillespie to win a national title. And Ethan, can I use you? Ethan is Gregor Gillespie. Just for the story's sake, I'm going to be the little red-headed boy.
I can make a little red-headed boy.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
But the point is, Jordan looks better than you.
Okay, so, big bad dude, Gillespie, tattoos, little red-headed boy. First 30 seconds of the match, bad dude takes a shot. Imagine it looking really awesome, and the red-headed guy was so fast, and he gets two, takedown, and he throws his safe, he breaks him down, he throws his safe leg in. Here, turn back. The little red-headed boy goes to the four-post drive. He thinks he's the bomb. He gets his figure four. He gets his backs. National quarterfinals, 5-0. 5-0 in the first 45 seconds of the match. And he's looking, and he's feeling the big bad tattooed dude going, really happy I was there. So then the little red-headed boy started tasting blood. Everybody knows what it's like to sort of taste blood, and then you go for the kill, right? So he went for the kill. He got obsessed looking at this shoulder, and he wants to pin it to the mat, okay? He wanted to go for the kill, but unfortunately the little redhead boy had a breaking technique and thought rather than being patient, smushing his head or trying to, break him in here, spin the period on his back, he went down to his hip to try to pin his shoulder in there, okay? The little redheaded boy went down with the tattoo guy and he spooned him. Right there in front of 21,000 people. In St. Louis, Missouri, the little red-headed boy spooned the big bad guy with the tattoo. Alright? And as soon as he laid down and spooned with him, the bad dude explodes off his back, and then the little red-headed boy spent the entire rest of the period on his back.
We can screenshot.
Fast forward through some other problems that the little red-headed boy had, like getting off the bottom that year. And he chose bottom and got ridden out. And then Gillespie chose top and rode him out. And lost the match 6-5. Gillespie goes on and wins an NCAA title. Okay? All because, what? I spooned the guy right there in front of me.
Oh, so you're the one.
I had the red-headed guy. Hypothetically, I was playing. The moral of the story, don't spoon other guys and don't get caught.
You beat him.
All right?
Semis. Quarters of semis.
All right, have a good night, guys. Coach Smith.
Hey, but what the little redheaded guy's not telling you is, I believe it was next year, and I was there watching him wrestle. And that year, watched him get his eighth. I watched him win his national title. And the year you won it, back in St. Louis also. I was there for all 3 years, watching him win. He ended up. You wrestled Gillespie again the next year, correct? In the quarters, right? And
Better out.
what was it? 8 seed, 10th seed? Yeah. I mean, the lowest seed at the time, I think, to win the national title. And again, I mentioned it the other day, I mentioned yesterday, but the reason, other than the fact that I watched Jordan grow up and wrestle for his dad, and I just think he's a very high moral, good guy that I think every wrestler kind of mimics. But he went from right in our own backyard in Sunny Days, Tennessee, to a national title. He went to one of the upper levels of the sport, just off his drive, his hard work. I remember when I was a sophomore in college, freshman, college, sophomore, the 3 years his dad coached me, we'd be in the weight room lifting with the team, 18 to 23-year-old guys, and he's little skinny Okie Taylor, and he was a little skinny. He'd be trying to deadlift, and his little legs were just shaking, and you're like, man, what's this kid do?
Some things don't change.
And we're going, but we all said the same thing. There's great things that come from that. And then he won his senior title, senior nationals title. We remember watching this big kid. So he's being modest. Norton is being modest. As far as tonight, I got 20 minutes on the clock. If you guys want to do some live, Coach will get out of here. We'll facilitate some live. Mr. Marchetti here, Franklin, or from Father Ryan, he's there. And I suggest some of you, my guys, looking at you around his weight, stay and roll with him. I think Aaron's wanting to get some. Where you at? He's got his shoes on. Aaron's here. So if you guys want to get some work in, let's do that. As far as shirts go tomorrow, these are the camp shirts. Get here about 5:30 tomorrow. If you get here a little bit earlier, I get the shirts handed out earlier, and then we can get out of here as soon as we're done tomorrow evening. Cool? So,
1 second. Coach, thank you for saying this. I just forgot. I did bring shirts. I keep forgetting that I brought them. But it's at the end of July, so I apologize for not having all sizes. But I have smalls and mediums. They're UVA wrestling shirts. They're a lot cooler than this one. I'll try to go get them and bring them back in. Does anybody think, I'm not trying to pressure anybody into buying a shirt at all, but does anybody think that they might want to buy a shirt, a UVA shirt? Okay, all right, I'll go get them, and then you can talk with your parents, and if they want to do that, I'll have them available too. I just forgot about that.
no, that's fine. And I'll have a table up here for you. We set them up on that table tomorrow too.
Okay.
So,
Great. So they'll be back here tomorrow as well. I'll bring them in case you want to get one now. We'll get them tomorrow too.
Okay, if you want to stay live, I got 20 minutes on the clock. Give Coach Leen a big hand.